when we die, between physical death and final resurrection, that there's something called an intermediate state, where we are in the conscious presence of Jesus Christ if we're Christians, and if we're not, we're in the conscious separation from Jesus Christ. And I want to do a little parenthesis here because I'm talking about the blessing of heaven. Tom pointed out to me yesterday, he said, you know, Robbie, are you going to say anything about hell? Well, I'd like to say a little something about hell, and primarily because hell is real, and a lot of books are coming out that say there is no hell. Hell is real. If the Bible is true, then hell is real because they talk about hell in the Bible. And so I want you to know that you can only fully appreciate the glory of heaven juxtaposed next to the reality of hell. Hell, we see words that modify hell, like a place where there's weeping and gnashing of teeth, where there's agony and loneliness. We know that hell is real. In fact, in Revelation 20, in verse 15, John writes, he says, and if anyone's name was not found written in the book of life, he was thrown into the lake of fire. That's another word or phrase they use to talk about hell, the lake of fire. But we have better thoughts for those of us that are believers in Jesus Christ. We won't experience that. We'll experience our continual presence with the Lord Jesus Christ. Matthew 22, verse 31 and 32 says this, resurrection of the dead, have you not read what is spoken to you by God? I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. He's not the God of the dead, but the God of the living. In Luke 23:43, and he said to him, truly I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise. This is Jesus talking to the thief on the cross. So he didn't say, today you'll go to sleep until I come again, and then you'll go to paradise. No, today you will be with me in paradise. Luke 23:46, and Jesus crying out with a loud voice said, Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. Having said this, he breathed his last. Matthew 27:50, and Jesus cried out again with a loud voice and yielded up his spirit to God. Jesus' body was in the grave, but his spirit was with God. Acts 7:59.